Bigger, better, bolder. The cold, hard truth is taking talk to the next level. Right here on Bobo 89.1 FM, Cayman's community radio. We are still spilling the tea and committed to being part of the change that Cayman so desperately needs. Join Sandy Hill weekdays from 7:30 a.m. for Premier Access, Cayman Voices, Truthful Thursdays, and much more. Cayman's #1 talk show is now bigger, better, bolder, and more than talk. Getting results with hot topics, consumer reports, court exposés, and more.
I've come to set the record straight. I've come to shine the light on you. Let me introduce myself. I am the cold, hard truth.
Now, from the CMR studio in Grand Cayman, live, direct, it's the cold, hard truth. Now, join the conversation on 345-936-2626.
That number again is
345-936-2626.
Are you ready to elevate your presence and make a lasting impression? From July 28th to August 1st, join Melanie Sims, etiquette expert and founder of Polish Presence Consulting, for Polished Presence Etiquette Week at the Intergenerational Hub on McClendon Drive. This one-of-a-kind workshop blends tradition with modern-day relevance, perfect for young adults, job seekers, new grads, and professionals looking to sharpen their social and professional etiquette. Morning sessions, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., are tailored for ages 16 to 19, ideal for students heading off to college or entering the workforce. Evening sessions, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., welcome professionals 20 and up for a refined refresher in business etiquette, dining protocols, and communication skills. It's hands-on, it's interactive, and yes, there's even an optional upscale dining tutorial to pull it all together. Plus, you'll walk away with confidence, workshop swag, and a certificate of completion. Space is limited, and seats are going fast. Registration closes July 18th, so don't delay. Email info@ppcetiquette.com or WhatsApp 9252913 to register now. Polished Presence Etiquette Week, because confidence never goes out of style.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, K-Man. Happy Friday. That's right, another week under our belts. And guess what? We're going to be on the downside of 2025 here shortly, the month of June. Soon to wrap up. I think Monday is actually a holiday. The 23rd is a holiday. So we'll be back on Tuesday. And make sure you tune in on Tuesday because we got some giveaways and some prizes for you guys. Now, I got to find my show phone. Where's my show phone? Oh, boy. I think that means Miss Gigi had my phone. Don't know where that little girl put my phone, but let me see if I can locate it. All right. We will see if we can get that going. All right. So, yes, lots to talk about this morning. We're going to have some more guests coming on for CMR TV. We've got 2 other shows lined up for you today. So we are just rolling on through, honey child. How many shows is that so far? All I know is we've got a fantastic lineup for you guys. I'm working on the designer putting the TV guide together. It's going to be wonderful and beautiful. And today we'll go through the show list so that you guys can know what's coming. Now, I suspect that not everyone is going to be ready on day 1, but we're going to try to have as many of them ready as possible. I'm taking on the mama hat here and really pushing them through to the finish line. So come on, kiddos, let's get it done. Let's get it done. And so it's happening. Some people are moving a little bit quicker. They have their own little pace, but I'm trying to make them understand that once you start this then becomes a proper business. You schedule your recordings, you schedule your guests, and you got to get me your content. So this isn't child's play. Let me tell you, this is serious business now. You can't wake up one day and be like, I don't want to do anything this week. No, honey child. You got to be ready at all times. So we're just waiting on our guests to pop back into the studio. We're going to bring on the first set. It's a trio of folks. And then we will hear what they have to share and what they have to say. So kids are going to be out of school soon. I think government July the 5th. Some private schools are already getting out. So that's pretty crazy. They have different release dates and stuff as well. And then I don't know if the other ones are starting to get out next week, but you got to think about summer camps, which are not all that cheap, and what you're going to do with the kids for the summer. So Gigi is actually out already, honey chill. So we got to make sure we keep her off the iPad because your kids, honey chill. Keep them entertained. So we got lots of workbooks around here. So yesterday she was doing some letters. She has a journal book. I'm going to show you guys some of these tools because these are the things that you need to have around the house just to keep them going academically during the summer months. Because, those little brains stop working for 8 whole weeks and you're in trouble. So you want to keep them going. We got math that we're going to be doing. So yesterday she was doing like matching letters and spelling. She got her flashcards. We got more than I could open up a whole school around here with the amount of material that I have for one child, but that's okay because we want to make sure that she can do different things because they get bored very, very easily. Oh my goodness. They're like, I did 1 page and bored already. I'm like, go back in and sit down at that desk. Keep going. So, you kind of see based on their report cards and stuff for the year, what areas are under development and where they need to continue to improve. But, there's different methods of training and learning. And so not every child is going to naturally take to certain subjects. And, we will give them the additional assistance where needed. So that's what parents are there for you to recognize when the child needs a little bit something extra and, work on it. Yeah. All right. So we will certainly be doing that. So I see Sunny, one person keeps popping in and out. And then where's Ferdy this morning? I don't see him yet, so I'm waiting on him as well. So let me just see here now. So the show phone has gone missing. I know I didn't use it yesterday for anything, so let me see. Let me look around my desk. Hold on. Actually, I might have taken it off. Maybe it's me. Hold on 1 second. Let me just look at the desk and see if I can find it. All right, let me just play a little something, a little commercial, and I'm gonna scoot over on the desk and see what we can find.
Recover Personal Injury Attorneys, helping injured people get what they deserve. Did you know that insurance companies have lawyers that represent their interests? Before signing and accepting any settlement, know your rights. Call us today for a free consultation at 924-9999. That's 924-9999. Recover. Your personal injury attorneys are on standby to assist.
Oh, goodness gracious me. Hold on, I'm still looking. I'm still looking for it. Maybe it's under all these papers on my desk. Let me see. Oh yeah, there it is. It was right in front of me the whole time. It was just under some papers. All right, we got it. Good stuff. All right. Let me see who else. Let me see who else is coming on. Sunny, where's everyone? Hold on 1 second. All right, while she's doing that, let me go ahead and Ferdy, message me to tell me where everybody else is while you're doing that. Sunny, sorry, not Ferdy. I am going to go ahead and just quickly send out the link to everyone as well. And then we're going to get class started. Yes. Fantastic. All right. Good morning. Somebody said, morning, you took Gigi's iPad and she took your phone. She took the CMR phone. Oh my goodness. Yeah, sometimes we have to make the iPad conveniently disappear, hide it. One time we hid it so well that we couldn't even find it ourselves. Now, that's a good hide job. Trust me. All right, let me grab the links. Good morning to Instagram. How y'all doing over there, honey chill? Give me 1 quick second here. We're gonna grab Facebook link. So we're on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And by the way, Facebook has a whole new policy. This is another reason why CMR TV is gonna be so important. When you're going back looking for previous episodes of stuff, Facebook is only going to keep videos now for 30 days. And then they're going to be deleting it. So no bueno. I'm like, what? So that's a whole new policy of theirs. They're moving more towards reels. This week, they also announced that shortly, any video you upload is going to be a video reel. And I'm just like, how is that going to work for live shows and stuff? I'm not even sure yet. So Facebook making some changes, and Meta is all into. They're trying to invest in AI as well. By the way, somebody sent me something the other day about a house that was built by AI tools and stuff, like the whole house practically. I was like, what? It's coming, folks. Y'all just got to be ready. That's all I can tell you. You can't prevent it from happening. You just have to be ready when it happens to pivot yourself so that you are in your best possible position. Yep, that's how it works. Those who are not ready will certainly be left behind. All right. So, Sunny, are you guys ready? Doesn't quite look like you're ready. Who else is with you? Akil is here. Good morning, Akil. Let me mute this. Island Pearl, good morning. Irvelyn, Robert, Abby, good morning to Jean. Marshall is here. Olivia is in the house. Good morning to Emma. Shani, good morning to you, my darling. Oh, oops, there we go. Let me turn on my camera. And let me also change my backdrop. Hold on. Coming to come. Okay. Yes, fantastic. All right. Beautiful. I see Troublesome Johan Moxham is in the house today. He's in class, nice and early, misbehaving on a Friday. Let me just see. Oops. Hold on. Trying to get my picture up. There we go. All right, Friday show picture. Now locked and loaded. All right, let me see who else is here. Damaris is in the house. Good morning. I'm still getting messages from y'all. How the heck am I still? Oh, let me mute the chat. Okay. Jim is in the house. Jim, I need to show you something. Just remind me to message you. Miss Lucille joining us from the UK. Wee morning. Stephen also joining us from the UK. Good morning to you, sir, or afternoon, I guess, where you are. Paul from Bermuda. Good morning, sir. Debbie is here. Good. Oh, after Zeus has his walk, I need Miss Stacy to bring him because it's Bring Your Dog to Work Day. So, yes, let's bring Zeus in the studio with us this morning. Bring your dog to work. Johan says, who's going to get blazed up today? Morning, Johan. How are you? Are you trying to behave? Diamond Princess, just Sarah. Debbie says, congrats on CMR TV. Thank you, Mama. Johan says, I want a show dedicated to blazing up Auntie Sandy's bad mind stories, her dry up brownies, plus all the madness in the 3, 4, 5. Well, you can do a show, but you got to come dedicated. Yep. July 4th for government schools, Sandy. Morning. Happy Friday. Thank you, Miss Juanita. Dean, good morning to you. Ferdy, I see you. Sunny, you need to come back to the camera. I think we're waiting on one more person. Jim says there's no time for delay. Sandy, keep it moving. The show must go on. That's right. Sky says, you better apologize to Gigi for accusing her. It's usually them anyway. I know. Poor thing. I'm sorry, madam. She didn't even hear me, so don't worry about it. Mark, good morning, sir. Aliano is here, complaining that he hasn't had any brownies yet. So don't bat her up quite yet. I'm going to do some this weekend. Janelle, good morning. Miss Corrine, Strong Wilt. Hello, beautiful Gina in the house. Luis, buenos dias. How's your little boy? He's so cute. I see your pictures. Good morning, Anthony. Simone is here. Good morning, darling. Happy Friday. Love the picture, by the way. Looking glam. Anthony Douglas says he's joining from the Cayman Islands. Beautiful. Felicia Rankin in the house. Oh, Jim says, before Zeus comes in the studio, did you ever pick up that tablet you dropped the other day? Oh, yeah. That got sweeped out long time ago. Richard from the UK on vacation. Wiltshire, England. All right, I think we're waiting on one more person, Sunny. Ooh. Okay. Oh, really? That would be fun. Oh, a Tampa trip. Honey chill. Wow. All right, I might do a little mini trip with Mini-Me, Gigi and I. Might just go away for a little weekend trip. On our favorite airline, of course, Cayman Airways goes to Tampa. I've decided I'm going to travel to Tampa more often. You guys know I grew up in Tampa. That's my old stomping ground. And I hadn't been in, oh my gosh, so long. And I went last year and I'm like, why am I not coming to Tampa more often? The airport is easier to get in and out of. We got family there now. Well, I've had family there, but Gigi now and Marlon has family there. People her age, so she's gonna love it. So yeah, I'm kind of feeling like you know, I'm feeling a Tampa vibe. So yes. All right, we're gonna bring our guests in. Good morning, Lee. How you doing, honey child? Jasara says, Simone, good morning, cuz. Yeah, y'all got family in here. Say good morning to your family and your friends and your CMR family. All right, let's get this show on the road. Sunny D, I'm ready for you. Put that phone down.
Yeah,
where's
when
your
you can
other
connect.
sidekick? I can't hear you though. Why can't I hear you?
You can't hear me.
All right,
Can,
you sort
I
that
already
out.
turn on my.
Let's bring in Ferdy. Ferdy, put that camera down so I can see you better. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. Mhm. All right. Ferdy, you somehow disappeared. I don't know what happened. Sunny, can I hear you now? I still can't hear you. What is going on? Oh, there we go. Sorry, my fault. I muted the site.
You can hear me now?
Yes, keep that
Can
steady.
you hear me now?
Oh yes, you're gonna give me vertigo if you keep moving the camera though. Hold it steady. Hold it steady. All right, where's Ferdy? Ferdy, you were just there and then you disappeared. All right, let's wait on Ferdy. And is Michelle coming?
Yes, she's just coming out of the office.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm gonna pull you out and just give you guys a few more minutes to get yourselves collected, okay? All right, sort yourselves out and make sure you put that phone where you can keep it steady. Because if you keep moving it, you're gonna give me a bad case of vertigo, where my head is gonna be spinning this morning. All right, where's my back scratcher? That's the other thing that disappears around here a lot when you have kids. They move the most interesting things, I'm gonna tell you. All right, I love these little back scratchers. They're so amazingly convenient when you have an itch on your back and you can't quite get it good. You get this extendable back scratcher and kaboom. All right, while they're sorting themselves out, you guys know I've been struggling with my knee problems. And I often forget some of the tools I have around here that I need to be using. So remember my little suction cup things that I have? I was thinking I should try putting this on my knee because it really seems to be concentrated like in one specific area. And when I drive, funny enough, I'm gonna increase the intensity. When I drive, I do notice that it's made worse by driving. So the pivoting of the foot seems to make it worse. Yeah, and I gotta drive, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put it on. I've just suctioned it on my leg there. And it has a good suction, like it stays on. So we're gonna try using that over the next couple of days. My pain meds are finished, the ones that the doctor gave me. It was only for 5 days. So I feel like I need to elevate it, but I'm actually sitting quite high. So yeah, so I am going to just kind of do some home remedies and stuff. I might have to go and get some acupuncture done, but we're gonna keep it going, and then we're gonna keep moving as well. We're not going to allow that to stop us. All right, Michelle is there. Now I need Ferdy back. So sort out Ferdy. Okay. So, so anyway, okay, let me just say this. Whenever you come to CMR that you've lost a dog, you've lost your two-legged dog, your husband's or girlfriend's or whatever, and then they're found, you got to do a courtesy post. Like if you find them or if the dog just shows back up, you have got to ensure that you let us know so that we can update the post. Within 10 minutes yesterday, we posted a passport for a guy, and within 10 minutes, he contacted us and he was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. So if you let us know, then we can update our post, because sometimes people are still looking for your loved ones and they don't know because we haven't updated the post. So please just let us know. Some of y'all be like so anxious when you find something, and then when you lose something, sorry. And then when you find it, you just completely forget all about it. So just remember to let us know if you've reached out to where's Ferdy? If you've reached out for assistance, we're happy to help, but just let us know, folks. If you found it. All right. Come on, Ferdy, jump back in. All right, let's give Ferdy a little minute. We'll bring in everybody else. I'm not sure where Ferdy is. Michelle, turn your camera on if you're ready. Sunny D, good morning.
Good morning.
Michelle, good morning. How are you? Uh-oh, you muted yourself, so you need to unmute yourself.
Hi, good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Yes, how are you guys doing? You're coming in nice and hot. Where's Ferdy this morning?
Yeah, maybe still busy. Oh, by the way, I forgot to greet everybody. Happy summer solstice summer.
Yes. All right. Well, good morning to you guys for sure. And now we're going to be talking about your show. You're going to have a show on CMR TV. We're very excited about this, because this is going to be some excellent synergy with ourselves and our wide viewership in the Filipino community. So let me say this. Filipinos are I think they are my number one fans on this island. They love CMR. I don't know how to explain it, but it's true. Everywhere I see, a Filipino, I feel like I am a celebrity. They're like, "Oh, Miss Sandy, it's you." Ma'am Sandy, as they say.
Well, that's very typical with Filipinos too,
they want to take pictures and selfies, and absolutely very, very loving and friendly for sure. And so I'm excited. I've actually been on your show before, because you guys have been doing a little podcast off and on for a while now.
Yes.
So, when we decided to pull CMR TV together, you guys are one of the first ones that came to my mind. I said, we have to have our Filipino community represented. You guys do a fantastic show. And so I'm very, very happy to have you guys join the CMR TV community. So let's talk a little bit about what people can expect from the show and what sort of content you will be producing.
Well, for the Filipinos who's already familiar with the things that we do, we will be still doing it, but we will have to spice up the show now. So we call the show Pep Talk, which means people, events, places, and also about Pinoys. But this is not only focusing on the Filipino community, but the whole Cayman Island community. So we will talk about, famous people or chefs or new places, new restaurants, events that are about to come up, or the ongoing events. And we also talk about, like how we interview Miss CMR before. So we get to, invite people or not so known people, for the community to know that, hey, he is responsible for this and for that. So that's one. It's like a magazine show. We try to make it like a magazine show. Yeah.
Yes, it's good, because a lot of people rely on you guys for so much information. I know you've had health guests on before. Like when it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, you try to educate people in the community and stuff as well, letting them know what community events are happening. So I think it's a great opportunity, as you say, not just for the Pinoy. You got to help us with some terms, right? Because sometimes we don't know which terms to use. So when you use the term Pinoy, what exactly does that mean? That's just another term for Filipino people?
Because it's a slang. It's a slang for Filipino, so it's Pinoy. But it's Filipina, it's Pinay.
Pinay, okay.
Like when you are A Chinese American, you're Chinoy.
I think we would probably pronounce it like Pinos, but it's Pinoy.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, Pinoy.
Yeah.
Yes. Pinaz? No. What's the female version?
Pinay.
Pinay.
Just change
Pinay
the O to A. Yeah.
Okay. So in your language, you have masculine and feminine words, kind of like Spanish.
Yes, exactly. The same as the Spanish word. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Most of it are majority
because
of it
remember
like
we
Spanish.
were under
you guys were under Spanish rule for some time.
Remember we were under Spanish rule for 333 years, and so we have kind of assimilated also their language. Like when you say table, it's la mesa, but la mesa does not have a male version. We cannot say la meso.
Yeah.
So it's the same word in Tagalog is mesa.
Yes. No.
Yes.
Yeah. As you know, Filipino language is like we have tons of languages. Tagalog is our national language, but there is actually a place in the Philippines where they speak fluently Spanish. My language, my dialect, and Sunny's dialect is more of a mixture of the Malay and the Spanish language. So like a lot of our words is in Spanish. So we basically under Spanish, we like our como esta in Spanish is kumusta in Filipino. So it's
Tagalog.
It's like very totally connected. It's like how we count is also Spanish.
Really? Wow.
Yes.
That's so interesting.
Absolutely. Yeah, but there's kind of like Jing, I think there's 180 plus languages in the Philippines, not counting the dialects, because regionally, even in an island, there are different dialects. There are different, like in Iloilo, the Visayas, they have Hiligaynon, they have Karaya, and we have the one that they use predominantly in the city, which is Hiligaynon, and also like down south. They have the one spoken by the Muslims.
Yes.
Even in the Muslim community, they have the Tausog. There are other tribes in there that speak differently. Yeah. But mostly, so we can understand each other. From the north to the central and the south, we use Tagalog. But Jing and I are Visaya, and Ferdi is a different language.
So it's kind of by region, I would guess, depending on what region you're from.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
And the Philippines is a very big
our
country.
Advantage as Visayans is we can understand the Tagalog, but the Tagalog cannot understand us.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So Tagalog is
me and Ate Sani are multilingual. We speak different dialects as well. So I understand and speak like 5. I think Ate Sani is the same. So like from north to south, like I can just dissect the terms and then understand it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I know the Philippines is actually quite a large country, and it is a country with a lot of islands.
Yes.
So it's the topography of it is very, very interesting.
It composes of
7,000. 700
700
plus now, and depends whether it's low tide or high tide, because some disappears during high tide.
At least 700, it's 7,000. 7,100 islands. That's low tide. 7,100 islands.
Wow.
No, they had already found some more lately.
Yeah. Well,
so most
of them
are cropping up.
Uninhabited. A lot of them are just uninhabited.
Most or some are not populated.
Okay, wonderful. So, what else can we expect? I know Ferdy's a little bit late. So your show is the only show actually that we have 3 people who are going to be co-hosting it. So that's kind of
Yeah.
interesting. So tell us a little bit about your connection with each other, your synergy.
Well, this is how we connect each
Yeah,
other.
because
That's why we are called
well, yeah,
Spicy, Sugar, Spice, and Supremo, because they always say I'm more cool, and I'm the one who really talks a lot. Sunny is the one who's spicy. Sometimes she injects, like, the
You're
spicy.
sweet. Michelle, you're sweet and Sunny is spicy.
Yes. And
Uh-huh.
then
yeah,
we call for the Supremo because he is like one of the leaders. He leads a lot of groups in the island, Filipino groups in the island. So the respect of people to him, and when he talks, and it's already there. So it
Yeah.
comes up to the
He's like the elder in your community, basically.
yes, yes, yes. And
yeah,
Yeah.
now that
more like
we have, like,
Jean.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, more like Jing is the brain and the speaker, and Ferdy is the backbone and also the brain. But I'm just mostly the sidekick.
Well,
Ah.
people in Cayman Islands already know Sunny because she's always with the play, the rundown play. So I'm pretty sure a lot of the locals are
Yes.
knows her. Me and Fordy are just very familiar with the Filipino community. But
Mm-hmm.
this show that we're planning, Miss Sandy, is we're not only like we try to spice up something, because we
Mm-hmm.
come up to this idea, like, um not all vloggers about Cayman are living locally,
Mm-hmm.
like us. So we can go to East End, go for that fish fry there, and show to the
Mm-hmm.
world, hey, this is one of the famous fish fry in the island. So we're
Mm-hmm.
not only, and I know the
Yeah,
reach of CMR TV is not only here in the Cayman Islands, but also the Caribbean, and with our followers in Dubai, in Hong Kong, in all over the world, they will know,
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, okay, this is Cayman Islands. It's not like, of course, our one of our very first um, thing to show is, of course, the 7 Mile Beach. We plan to
Mm-hmm.
do that, and it's like what I've said. It's a magazine show. It will show the beauty of the island as well. Not only the beauty of the island, the beauty of the people, the culture,
Mm-hmm.
and all. So we will mix it like how we see it in a daily basis,
Mm-hmm.
and how it interacts with the Filipino lives and the lives of the people here in the island.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
yeah, more like a mix of everything. And in Tagalog, it's called halo halo.
It's called Hello, hello.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Halo
Very good.
halo, mix. So
Mix,
we
mix.
sometimes we might do some cooking, sometimes we might do some
Mm.
interview, like in a timely and relevant uh, information. Especially
Mm-hmm.
now we're in a hurricane season, we might have somebody from hazard management, and sometimes during October we have some that is breast.
Bread.
Mm-hmm.
Or we can also show, like, like a famous restaurant here and what's their specialty. They can show us how they
Yeah,
prepare it, how they plate it. Not only
yeah,
promoting, whatever is in the Filipino community, but the community itself. So it drives people
yeah,
towards that place, make people aware that, hey, there's a new place in town, or there's a new place in West Bay. So,
Mm-hmm.
it also promotes, the local businesses on the island.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah. And
Wonderful.
Miss Sandy, with this
Yeah.
new platform,
Uh-huh.
if, oh God forbid, there's some kind of calamity or disaster that we need to reach out with your
Yeah.
CMR TV, we can really reach a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I mean, I wasn't joking when I say the Filipino community are number one fans, but we have so many fans. Jamaicans love CMR, Caymanians, a lot of Caymanians love it as well. We have a very broad, and that's one of the things I really enjoy is that we have people from all over the place. Every morning we have people like the UK, in
Yeah,
Jamaica, even Honduras and stuff, listening to the program. They're tuned in. So our reach is quite wide. And so that means that any messaging that people have to put out there is going to reach a lot of people. And, I'm very, very fortunate that the platform has that impact.
Yeah.
So I'm so happy that you guys are going to be joining us for this journey, that you are definitely part of the CMR TV community. And we're going to look forward to your content because, I think it is, I've been on your show before and I've watched a few shows. And it is very, very interesting. So what can we expect in terms of, you're not going to do a live show, you're going to pre-record it a couple
Yes.
days
Yes.
before air date so that it's still relevant. Do you
Mhm.
ever see yourselves getting to the point maybe where you want to do a live show so you can take callers and stuff into your program?
Actually, that's part of the
Yes,
um,
sure.
one of the segments that we were trying to do maybe later, maybe a couple of months, we don't know, because we
Mhm.
usually do live shows. And, Miss Sandy, we
Yeah.
have this kind of discussion, like a very interesting discussion that we have a lot of reactions from, the viewers. And
Mhm.
we like, we sometimes the
Yeah.
three of us talks about, issues about leaving your family and working abroad.
Mhm.
And, a lot of people interact, a lot of people give their views, and, it's like that, or we might talk about something spicy, like I cannot think of something right now, but
Mhm.
there's and it's like a
Yeah.
talk show
Yeah.
as well that we try to um get ideas also from our viewers and try to
Mhm.
expound it more. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean,
Mhm.
listen,
Yeah.
we try to keep our
And we
ears to
might
the
be like,
ground. Uh-huh. Go ahead, Sunny.
yeah, Ferdy said they can't get in.
Oh, I don't know what's going on with Ferdy. Somebody lock the door and poor
Yeah,
Ferdy.
and like Jing, we what sometimes what we can also do
Mhm.
as conduit for the Philippine government from the embassy in in Washington D.C., the Philippine embassy in Washington D.C., and also like if they have some thing to communicate, then we can disseminate it to the public,
Mhm.
to our
Yeah.
listeners, and to
Mhm.
also on our Facebook page, which
Mhm.
I share usually. And so, if we have some new things from the Cayman government that would affect the Filipino community, especially
Mhm.
the overseas Filipino workers, which all are, then we can also share that through
Mhm.
this
Mhm.
platform.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. I was going to say also that, we keep our ears to the ground in all of the local communities here. And lately, right now, I have several Filipinos who are reaching out to me about being scammed by a lady. So we're going
Yeah.
to put that story up, here
Mhm.
shortly. And we know,
Mhm.
there was that other lady. Unfortunately, there's been a few scammers in the Filipino community. And like everybody else, we have to highlight them. But that
Mhm.
helps the honest
Yeah,
people in the community to know, like, you have to stay away from these people. They're taking your money. Be careful. And,
yeah,
the victims want justice. So as we speak
Yeah.
now, up to yesterday, I had a member of the Filipino community email me all of the receipts and evidence of how
Mhm.
she had been scammed. And so, the police are now investigating this person, and hopefully they'll be making an arrest and charging them. But
Mhm.
yeah, it's a very sad situation. Every community has good and bad people in it. And so
Yeah.
sometimes we have to highlight the ones that are not so good. But I know that the Filipino community is very there. You guys are very close knit community,
Yeah.
as you say, because you're so far away from home. You've created different groups to celebrate your culture and
Mhm.
get together. I've tasted some of your amazing food, and so these things are very, very important. And it's also important to let people know when they come here what to expect. What is life like
Mhm.
in the Cayman Islands?
Yeah.
What do people expect you to do? How the laws are, how they work,
Yeah.
Cayman
Mhm.
culture is like,
yeah,
and so forth.
yeah.
So I think to inform people and to bridge that gap is extremely important for sure.
Yeah, we actually our show has been really a strong supporters, I mean, of those people who are victims of these scammers and illegal recruiters and human traffickers. I'm one of them. I'm very, very passionate about that. Me and
Mm-hmm.
Atisani attended the human trafficking international
Seminar.
training or something, because
Mm-hmm.
we've seen how it affects life, and I
Mm-hmm.
know you have interviewed me, Miss Sandy, a couple of times about some people being being scammed, and how they
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've seen, I mean, in our years working abroad, and me, especially me, I work in an agency, an employment agency in the Philippines before I came here. So I know the rackets of how these people, do this crazy stuff, and we can smell them from 10 meters away, but still a proper information drive is
Mm-hmm.
necessary for our community to know that, or not only the Filipino community, because I've seen in your news, I think it was yesterday, that there's also another nationality who's doing this. So I mean, I
Nepalese,
think um
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what's the nationality, but well, in each community
Nepalese.
has to be aware that, or
Yes.
all the overseas workers should be aware of this
Mm-hmm.
scammers, all these illegal recruiters, and all these people who just wants to get money from them,
Mm-hmm.
and who creates fake work permits and fake employments.
Oh, yes,
It's
that was somebody from Nepal. Yes.
Nepal. Yeah, now
Yeah.
I remember it's from Nepal. So, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's not only the Filipino community. That's why the reach now is so much bigger, because we can talk in a generic way, not only the Filipino, community, but we can talk generic, and we can invite people from the labor office to talk about this, from immigration, maybe if we can invite them, to talk and expound this thing, so to avoid this to happen.
Yes, absolutely. All right. So
Yeah.
Jim is asking more about your show. So the show is called SSS, which is spicy, sweet, spicy, and supremo.
Yes. Sugar,
Sugar
spice.
and spice mixed supremo.
With supremo, yes. So
Yeah.
it's a weekly. How many times is it, weekly or bi-weekly? How many times are we doing it now? Twice a week.
Bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly.
Yes, that's going to be awesome. So
No, not bi-weekly, bi-monthly.
oh, bi-monthly. Oh, we got to get you to start doing weekly, once a week, once a week. All right.
Yeah.
So Lemon Drop says, I hope our Caymanians in the Philippines are thinking of doing a show also. How many, I don't know how many Caymanians are in the Philippines, but there may be a few. I mean, I don't know. But yes, they can certainly reach out. Sandcastle says, good morning. Congrats on the launch of CMR TV. So we're launching the end of this month. I'm just wondering, though, why Caymanians can't have anything for us only? Well, you can. Well, not only, but you can. But there's lots of other people in the community, Sandcastle. So it's really all about, inclusivity. So we're including everyone. We're not looking to exclude anyone. We're including everyone on their journey, wherever they are. So, church folks are going to be included. We're looking forward to that. And, we've got Jamaicans who are involved. We've got Caymanians living abroad who are involved. So whoever wants to be involved is who's going to be involved, right? We're not going to exclude anyone from the CMR TV platform. And they stepped up and they are definitely interested. So yes. Ms. Melba, good morning to you. How are you? So nice to see you on here. Ms. Melba says, will the CI government have to build their own schools as well? I heard some times ago that they were asking for their own schools. When you go to Rome, you're supposed to do as the Romans do, just by 6 cents. So I build their own schools as well. So one of the opportunities here, SSS, I think she's saying that you guys wanted your own school. I've never heard that before, so I don't know anything about that. But one of the opportunities, I think, is to dispel a lot of myths in the community, because there are people who might have an idea about how the Pinoy community works or operates or whatever. And so this will be your opportunity for people to get to know you guys a little bit more as well.
Yes, of course. Like that's why we this show is about people, places and events and Pinoys, because we're showcasing different, avenues and different, and showing us not only our culture, not only our food, but we invite also Filipinos who are doing well in the community and who's also helping the community.
Mhm.
Um like we have Filipino policemen, we have Filipino working in the government,
Mhm.
and we have also Filipinos working as health workers. We can interview them, and we can also show them, the good side of the Filipino community, that the things that we do, and you know um how we try to be part of the community, and try to do our
Assimilate.
part as
Mhm.
one of the community members. Yeah.
Mhm. All right, very good. So,
It's more like a variety
mhm.
show.
Yes, yes, very good. All right, so twice a month. Thank you guys so much for telling us a little bit about the program, and we will look forward to certainly viewing it and see what you have to offer. We have Marcia joining us from Florida this morning, and Londo joining us from Portmore, Jamaica. So good morning again to our international viewers. So we have Sugar and Spice and Supremo.
Yeah.
With
Yes.
yeah.
So thank you
Yeah.
Thank you
guys.
for having us, and thank you for all
Thank
this
you. Thank you, Miss
opportunity.
Sandra. Yes,
Yes,
yes.
thank you guys
Thank
very
you.
much.
And yeah. And everybody have a good weekend.
All right, thank you too. All right, so
Long
that
weekend.
was
It's a long weekend. Thank you,
yes,
Miss
that's right.
Sandra.
Monday's a public holiday. All right, so that'll be their program. Tapa, good morning to you. Yes, that was very, very interesting. Indeed. So let's go ahead and invite Rayon onto the program. So Rayon is another one of the content creators. Like I said, I'm going to go through the list this morning of who we have so far. There are others, but I think you guys will find the list very, very interesting. So Rayon, good morning to you. How are you?
Hi, good morning, Sandra. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm doing
Yes, so
fine,
nice
thanks.
nice to have you here. So I see some comments, people saying, "Oh no, we only want Caymanians only." Listen, if it was possible to have Caymanians only, in the sense that they were all sort of together and willing to do this, I don't have any problems with that. But I'm taking who is willing to do it. I can't force anybody to do it. And if there are Caymanians who are simply not there, because this is a self project in the sense that the content creators have to be motivated and they have to be willing. And I can tell you that I have approached a lot of Caymanians who they'll call on my show and talk for an hour. But when it comes to getting their own show and putting themselves out there and doing their own thing, they're simply not interested. So Sandcastle, you say unapologetically pro Caymanian and anti-erasure of us, I'm with you and I'm fine with that. But once again, if Caymanians don't want to pick up the mantle, what are you going to do? I can't force anybody. And the overall remit of CMR TV is to have as much content as possible. You don't have to watch what you don't want to watch. That's completely a matter for you. There'll be lots of Caymanians hopefully on there, and you'll find something that you will enjoy watching. But we're going to have, this Filipino group. We will have Jamaicans. We will have a young lady who's of Indian descent, I believe. I don't even know because I'm not necessarily asking people where they're from. Once they have a concept, an idea that they want to, exchange with the public, and they have things to say and things to share, really, that's what it's all about. So that is my underlining and underpinning position. And I'm 1,000% pro Caymanians, but if Caymanians don't want to do it, what do you expect me to do? I can't force Caymanians to do it, and I can't sit here and have a 24-hour content show by myself on CMR TV with people who don't show up. So on that note, Rayon, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Yeah.
So yes, talk to me, Rayon. You're going to be doing a show, so tell us the title of your show.
Yes. My show is called Authentic, and the
Yes.
concept behind Authentic, it's about real life, real people stories. It's about connecting people and finding the beyond the complexities of being human and everything that we all go through. It's finding the key relatability and connecting hearts together. And it's kind of the concept kind of derived from my own personal story of just going through life and just understanding different things, whether it's loss, grief,
Mhm.
love, relationships. The show looks to bring highlights to uh, people to how to navigate these complexities.
Mm-hmm. And life can be complex, let me tell you. It's
Yes,
you know,
yeah,
it's wonderful, but it can also be complex. So let's talk about you know, I love the show title, by the way,
sure.
Authentic, because
Thank,
I
thank
feel
you.
like, yeah, I feel like so many people struggle with being, you know, who they are, being
Who
their
they truly
authentic
are.
self.
Yes,
So
yes.
this show is really going to be exploring that concept of just you know, being yourself and hopefully being the best version of
Being the
yourself
best version.
that's possible.
Correct. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but in terms of, as I said before, it the concept mainly derived from my ideology of living vicariously through others. And
Mm-hmm.
over my younger period in my teenage years, I think what kind of helped to sustain me was living vicariously through, the older folks, my grandma, my mom, my aunt, kind of seeing how they navigated difficult situations and really overcame them. So I wanted to create a platform that gives people the opportunity to come in, share their story, and hopefully the viewers will be inspired by that and gain some level of curiosity and have that vicarious sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very, very good. So that's fantastic. And will you be having guests on your program? Like, what will the format sort of look
Yes,
like?
yes. There will be one-on-one a solo session where I just sit down and discuss certain issues, but there'll also be guest interviews where I'll be inviting people who are expert in the field of mental health, healing, trauma, love, and relationships. It's definitely
Mhm.
key people who could definitely
Mhm.
impart some insightful information and encourage young people to know that it's totally fine. It's okay. We all go
Mhm.
through it, but the idea is to develop skills that help you to better navigate the complexities that might occur.
Mm. Hmm. Very, very interesting. So this sounds like a good show. Tell us the frequency of your program.
Okay. So the show will be on every week. So it's a
Mhm.
weekly show. So you'll have new episodes on a weekly basis, as I said before. Some
Mm.
sessions will be solo, but some sessions will also have key guests, invited experts to help us to navigate our authentic self.
Mhm. Mhm. Fantastic. Now, if people want to reach out to you, perhaps they want to,
Yes,
be on your show. Give us some
sure.
details on how that can happen.
Sure. You could reach me via Instagram. My at handle is um, coach underscore Lorenzo, Lorenzo underscore
Mhm.
RF. Or you could reach me by email, which is francisrayon@gmail.com. And you could just send me a quick message. We could have a conversation and then I could run into the show offline. We make some sort of arrangement for a guest appearance or just sharing your story.
Mhm. Okay, fantastic. So Rayon is doing a show, folks, called Authentic. It's going to be a weekly show, really about addressing issues and how you can be the best version of your authentic self. And he's going to have some guest speakers on talking about a variety of different topics. And again, Instagram is the best way to reach out to Rayon if you'd like to participate in his program. And Rayon, thank you for taking this leap and coming on board. Now, there's some people here who are in the comment like, oh, we need more Caymanians. Tell me how you heard about the CMR TV project and how you and why you decided to reach out. Maybe that might encourage some other people who are listening as well.
Actually, I always kind of followed up with what was going on because I think definitely as a young person, it's important to be aware. And I actually kind of seen, where you said you're looking for content creators. And I've been working on this show, as I explained to you, over the last 2 years. Never really knew where, how it was going to be formalized, but the opportunity came along. And as they always say, opportunities only come once. And I take a leap at it because, I mean, if you have a story and it's worth telling and it's about empowering and encouraging people, why not put it out there? So, But I'm encouraged,
just like that.
Just following up to what you said, I do encourage people to take the leap of faith, just be confident. And as they would always say sometimes, you just gotta dive into it and you learn along the way. Nothing is written, nothing is ever certain. Life is filled with insurmountable obstacles, but it's just really taking the first step and then gaining the confidence along the way.
All right, fantastic. So thank you so much, folks. Rayon has put himself out there as well as all of the other content creators. It's not easy. Don't make any mistake about it. It's not easy to delve into this and put yourself, people are going to judge you and comment and all sorts of things. And you just have to be brave enough to do it. As he said, he's seeing this as an opportunity to finally bring a show idea that he's been working on for 2 years to fruition. So Rayon, I'm very happy that CMR is going to be part of your journey and you're going to be part of the CMR community.
I'm so grateful and happy for the opportunity. Thank you so much.
All right, Sir Rayon, appreciate it. Have a wonderful weekend. And we look forward to seeing your authentic show.
Thank you. You too.
All right. So yeah, folks, it's not easy. And, I have a lot of people who have been talking to me, some of the content creators. I met with one yesterday and, she's feeling a bit like, okay, I don't know how to get started. I don't know. And she's 100% Caymanian. And I sat down with her for over an hour and we talked about it. I tried to give her ideas, point her in the right direction of exactly what it is that she needs to do. And, I do my best to encourage people as much as I can. But at the end of the day, there's only so much that I can do. I can't sit in front of the camera for you and put on a new face and say, this is the so-and-so show, right? The Caymanians, if that's what y'all want, you have to do it. See what King said? I live in the UK and even I got a call for content creators. I'm going through a hard reset with my music and branding. So I can't say the timing was right for me, but I watch and support. I reached out to King. Anybody that I thought, and if I haven't thought of you and you're interested, you can reach out to me. And Caymanians, these are some of the things that we struggle with on a regular basis, where we sit and wait for opportunities to drop in our lap. But you've got to do something. You've got to put yourself out there. You have got to be willing to put in the work. There's nobody else who's going to do that for you. And as much as possible, I am doing some degree of hand holding, but there's only so much I can do. There has to be self-motivation. There has to be a self-interest. And you guys just have to get it done. I don't know what else to tell you. This concept of self-starter, that's how we got here to begin with. No one came. I mean, let me put it this way. Charles Whitaker, a big shout out to Charles, for many, many years had been encouraging me to do something like CMR. And I kept saying, oh, no. Cayman has a lot of, people in the news space. And he's like, yeah, but Cayman doesn't have anybody like you in the news space. And it took me a number of years actually to sort of come to that realization that I had a very different and unique voice that I could add to this. And so when I finally decided to do that, it was, the kickoff of CMR. And some of the biggest critic and haters have been my own people. Let me be very, very clear. And so it is what it is. And I have had to have, skin as thick as I don't even know if it's a turtle or whatever. And we just continue, we just move on. But it isn't for everyone. And I do appreciate that. A lot of Caymanians are very, very shy. They don't have self-confidence. They don't want to be in front of a camera. They're like, oh no, I can't do that. Well, you can do that if you want to do that. And CMR TV is the perfect opportunity for you to do so. So we will be introducing you to all sorts of content creators, folks. And I hope that Elephant has thick skin. I know they have a hell of a memory, that's for sure. Much better than mine. But, I am here for the content creators, and I'm not going to discriminate based on any sort of nationality, race, or anything else. It is what it is, honey, chill. So what can I tell you? Except, here for it. Okay. All right. What else we got? Yep. So any other people, you have a show idea? You want to bring it to fruition? Please do. I mean, I've spoken to Denny. I said, Denny, you want to do a show? I've spoken to Johan. These people who love to talk. I'm like, well, you guys love to talk so much. You'd be perfect for a show. And they're like, no, I'm too busy living my best life, doing whatever. And that's everybody's choice. So Caymanians, if you want to do it, the opportunity is here. If you don't want to do it, then that's fine too. That's okay. Nobody's going to force you. But don't sit here thinking that I certainly have not tried to reach out to Caymanians for them to come on board. That would be a very disingenuous statement. And I cannot have an all Caymanian platform. CMR isn't about that anyway. We really are about diversity. And so, yeah. Yeah, so somebody said, what? Denny declined? I know y'all can't believe it. But yes. This person's like, WTF, Denny declined? Yes. What y'all want me to do? I can't go beat Denny up. He's got a nice mango tree. So Baliki, I've invited him. He says he's not in a good place right now to do it, busy doing other stuff. He's busy suing the Cayman Islands government. Oh my God. So, it is what it is, folks. You guys don't know what it takes to do this, first of all, and to put yourself out there. Like I said, it isn't easy. And I applaud my CMR content creators, anyone who is doing this, and the fact that we are really pulling it together, I think is absolutely amazing. All right. So this person says, you know what burns me? You know what burns me? The fact that people making it seem as if Caymanians are not being given the opportunity, yet Sandy had a Caymanian cooking live on her show in her kitchen. And she mentioned many times that not everybody gets to come in her house. Y'all need to stop with the hate. It's annoying now. And that's from one Caymanian to the rest of you. Step up. That's right, Rennie. Rennie says step up, people. It's that simple. It sure is. Marshall, good morning, says some people in here talking about they want more Caymanians or Cayman only show, but Caymanians are not coming forward and presenting what they have or can do. And to be clear, even the government, every single government minister, let me also say this, because some of y'all will be like, oh, standing up, inviting the government on. Let's rewind. Every single government minister has been reached out to multiple times now about having a Ministers Matter show where they come on and they tell you, what's happening. They have all received. As of yesterday, I sat down and sent a formal email. So now they all have it. They can create their own shows. So if they don't do it, that's not on me, because it is the platform is there and the opportunity is there. Hopefully, one of the government departments and ministries will be doing a culture show, and hopefully they will also be taking on one of the youth shows. So let's go through the list. Let me grab, by the way, Zeus is in the studio. It is Take Your Dog to Work Day. So if you have a dog and a job, take your dog to work. All right, let me see. Where's my little folder? Zeus, have you seen Mama's folder? He looks up at me like, what? I'm here to sleep. I don't know nothing about nothing. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. How are you?
Not bad, honey child. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I just had to call in and take up for you because I am one of the Caymanians that is planning to do a show. And let me tell you, if it wasn't for you pushing me, encouraging me, helping me, getting some of the equipment for me, all these things, and I've seen you do it with other Caymanians as well. But like you said, you can't force people to do anything, and you need content. So
yeah,
I'm here to testify. And
Thank
as you
you.
can see, there are Caymanians that are doing shows, but we're not ready to come on your show yet.
We're not gonna talk about why y'all not.
We
I'm
on
messaging
Caymanian
you.
time. We on Caymanian time.
Yeah. Yes, I mean, listen. Actually, we're gonna talk about your story a little bit since you're here. You're shy. This is one of those Caymanians. No, I don't want to be on camera, Sandy. I don't want people looking at me. And I'm just like, what? You're beautiful. You're Caymanian. What do you mean you don't want people looking at you? And what did I do? I came up with a concept idea for this young lady where she actually doesn't have to be on camera. You see? But there's only so much I can do. But once I said that to her, her brain started to work and she's like, okay, yeah, I can do this. And now she's doing an amazing show. She sent me a little snippet. I was so impressed. So you need to hurry up and get on here, ma'am, so that we can talk about.
I'll be on next week. Promise.
All right. Good.
All right.
Thank you so much. We have Aniki Hill, another Caymanian who's going to be on the show. So yeah, I mean, listen, I do my best to help my own people first and foremost. Don't make any mistake about that. Good morning, caller.
Yeah, good morning, Sandra.
Morning, dear. Sorry, who's
Very
this?
uplifting day.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said your name. No, my bad.
No, it says it's very uplifting, your show.
Oh, thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, breath of fresh air.
Yes.
I was just wondering if you have any like any slot or you had any content there for like local musicians, the arts, like
everybody's welcome.
Events.
Everybody. We have DJ Yo-Yo who's going to be doing like an entertainment based like interviewing show and stuff like that. But the more the merrier. We can have more than one time. We have more than one cooking show. So absolutely, if you have a show idea, all you have to do is reach out to me. We can sit down and talk about it, because one of the things that I definitely want people to be cognizant of is once you get started now and you say, Auntie, I'm going to be doing a weekly show, you need to do a weekly show. You can't do one episode and then disappear on me. We need continuity. We need reliability. These things are very, very important. But yes, if you have an entertainment idea, an artistic idea, listen, there are people who literally sit down and watch people just play an instrument, and that's entertainment for them, and they love that. So if you want to do that, contact me. I think those things are wonderful. Gardening. Yeah. I'm going to try to speak to some people again from the gardening club, because I think that that's a whole untouched area. How to, maintain your little garden, how to grow your fruits and vegetables, life on a farm kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying? I absolutely love it. We want to do a pet show. So if you're a pet lover like me, and you've got a cute little Zeus in your life, and you want to talk about grooming your pet adoption, all these things, absolutely. There is room. There's 24 hours a day. So we got lots of space for content.
So how do I get in contact with you to talk to you more about
324-1612. Just message me, and we can meet up and we can chat about your idea. And I do have to put you to the test to make sure that you have an idea that can last more than one episode. Yeah. Well, once you got it, then once you got it, then we good to go.
My lifetime is actually it's forever. The ideas I have.
Well,
You know,
then
just
definitely be part of this journey, my love.
you'll never get old.
Yes, that's right.
It'll never follow the fashion, okay? Talk about music we're talking about.
Yeah,
The world
that's
is great
right.
without it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. And I mean, music is life. Those of us who are music lovers know how important, music is to just everything that we do. So
music is the food of love. Music is the food of love, and variety is the spice of life.
That's right. So reach out to me. I'm going to look forward to your call.
Yeah, I will. Definitely.
All right. Thank you so much.
Sure. Nice job.
All right. Thanks so much. So yes, we're looking to do a youth show as well. So we're going to have 2 youth programs. One is for younger, young people, like my daughter's age, kind of like 6 and older. And then we have one for the teens where they can talk about all of their issues. Teenagers have a very different life these days, and we want to hear what's going on with them. I would love for someone to teach sign language. I want to do a sign language show. Anybody willing to do that one? Zeus is like, can you put me down now? He got his summer cut. You guys notice he's nicely shaven. High five, Zeus. High five. High five. Give mommy a high five. High five, mommy. Bam. High five, Papa. Hello. He's such a sweet dog. Every dog is different. And listen, nobody can replace Coco. She was sweet in her own way. Zeus, when somebody said they saw Zeus the other day, they're like, I was really surprised that Zeus is a small dog with that name. Well, I was hoping he would have the attitude, and he sure does. That's why I have his training collar on him, because if you come knock my door, Zeus can badge you up. He can be biting on your leg and stuff. So I had to get the training collar so he doesn't engage in too much bad behavior. But he is just the most, oh my gosh, he's so chill. He's the most chill dog that I've ever had. And he's just amazing. Right, darling? Oh, I love my little Zushi. Oh, he's so sweet. All right, let's make him sit down because he loves to sleep, honey child. So I'm going to put him back in the chair over here. There you go. And by the way, his little tail is all good now. So he's going to go right back to sleep. That's what he loves to do best. But yes, come forward. I'm looking for my little ideas book. Where did I put that, by the way? Hold on a second. Let me, my knee. Let me wipe off my hands because, handling poor Zeus, and then I might touch my face afterwards. Okay, let me just look for my, I'm looking for my other book. Where's my hard-covered book? Miss Stacy, see if my hard-covered book is out on the counter somewhere, because that's my ideas book with all my show ideas and stuff in it. But let me go through the list of what we have so far. We're going to actually put together a show guide, a program guide. I don't see that one in here. Let me do a quick commercial break. Hold on.
Cayman Marl Road started with a mission to inform, engage, and empower the people of the Cayman Islands. From humble beginnings to becoming Cayman's #1 social media platform. From community conversations to hosting the #1 talk show in the country. This has been your journey just as much as ours. And now, we're going bigger and better for 2025. Just in time for our 8th anniversary, we're proud to launch CMR TV, our very own digital streaming network. But what's a platform without powerful voices, bold ideas, and Caymanian creativity? That's where you come in. Have a show idea you've been sitting on for far too long? A unique voice just waiting to be heard? Now's the time. Join the CMR community team and become a part of our next chapter in media. Email sales at caymanmarlroad.com or WhatsApp at 345-324-1612 today. Because this isn't just media. This is a movement, and it's only just beginning. CMR TV, the voice of the people, soon streaming.
Yes, honey child, that's what it is. The voice of the people. And if you want your voice to be heard, then come on board and make it happen. I'm trying to find my book. Give me a couple seconds. I think it's out there somewhere. All right, so let me pull up my notes. Did I put it in the car yesterday? I'm always traveling around with it because it's like my ideas book. But all right, let me show you guys what we've got. These are the people who have come on board and committed so far. So let's walk through the whole list. We've got Books and Bush Tea with Aniki Hill. All right, this is going to be the description. Step into the literary heart of the Cayman Islands with Books and Bush Tea, hosted by acclaimed author Aniki Hill. This vibrant 1-hour program celebrates local writers, readers, and storytellers shaping Cayman's cultural landscape. From insightful interviews to behind-the-scenes revelations, every episode is steeped in compelling conversation and a hot cup of bush tea, a must-watch for book lovers, aspiring writers, and curious minds. All right, we have The Polished Presence with Melanie Sims, another Caymanian. Elevate your personal and professional presence with Melanie Sims. This weekly series delivers practical guidance in etiquette, protocol, and cultural intelligence, empowering you to move with grace, confidence, and respect in any setting. We have the AI Wave with Tamsin DC. Explore the frontier of artificial intelligence with global experts and innovators. The AI Wave brings the world to Cayman through insightful interviews on how AI is transforming business, society, and the future. We have the Caymanian Classroom, Leah Archbold, hosted by UCCI alumna Leah Archbold. This studio-based talk show highlights education, career pathways, and local issues that shape the future of Cayman education. Featuring inspiring guests and youth voices, the show bridges knowledge with opportunity. We have a Frugal Feast. This is going to be a UCCI produced show. We don't have who they'll be having hosting it yet. That's to be determined. It's going to be sponsored by Foster's. Frugal Feast serves up delicious meals on a budget. Learn smart shopping, meal planning, and cooking hacks to keep your family fed well without overspending. Let's see now. We have Voice of the Entitled, Amy Mobley, an honest and raw podcast giving Caymanians of all ages a platform to share their truths through challenging yet respectful dialogue. The show dismantles stereotypes and bridges divides. We have Territories Talk by MP from Bermuda, Thomas Famous, where they'll be exploring the history, politics, and social dynamics of the Caribbean and UK overseas territories. Territories Talk connects dots across regions with engaging, thought-provoking discussions. Fit and Fierce with Carla Yi Singh, led by fitness champion Carla Yi Singh. This wellness show blends fitness routines, healthy recipes, and expert guests. Whether you're starting out or leveling up, Carla helps you to transform one workout at a time. We have the Art Beat, hosted by Elizabeth Evans, Cayman Bracker as well. The Art Beat is your go-to destination for all things creative. This vibrant art show brings the local art scene to life with step-by-step tutorials, inspiring features on local artists, and spotlights on galleries in the community. We have The Vision Room by Dane Ramon, another Caymanian, a dynamic talk show featuring trailblazers, creatives, and entrepreneurs who defy the odds. Season 1 will focus on new business founders and their inspiring journeys to success. We have the Proverbs 31 podcast by Liane Tibbetts, another Caymanian. Faith-driven and empowering. This podcast highlights the stories and leadership of extraordinary women through honest conversations. It fosters strength, purpose, and sisterhood rooted in spiritual growth. We have Authentic with Rayon Francis. In a world obsessed with image, Authentic dares to keep it real. Join Rayon Francis as he leads vulnerable, uplifting conversations with love, identity, and personal transformation. We've got GTR, Genesis, Timeline, and Roots, with Dr. Wilton McDonald. He was on yesterday, unpacks the Judeo-Christian origins of humanity, beginning with the melanated Adam, and explores Caribbean genealogy. It's a bold mix of historical, biblical, and ancestral discovery. We have Jermaine Jackson, aka DJ Yo-Yo, where rhythm meets real talk. Join Jermaine as he explores music's emotional power through interviews with DJs, artists, and tastemakers. Whether you're a casual listener or audiophile, the vibe is unforgettable. We have Tech Fanatics by Glenn Levers, Tech Made Simple. Tech Fanatic helps everyday Caymanians use affordable tech tools to solve problems, boost income, and thrive. Clear step-by-step guidance makes it ideal for all ages. We have Sabrina Speaks by Sabrina Turner, another Caymanian, a bold and uplifting drive time talk show that blends real talk with powerful stories, expert insights, and community perspectives. Sabrina Speaks is your daily destination for connection, empowerment, and clarity. And then we have the ladies who were on this morning, PEP, which is Pep Talk with SSS, lively, uplifting, and proudly Pinoy. Pep Talk is the Filipino community's voice in CMR TV and radio, covering people, events, Pinoys, places, and more. The twice-monthly magazine-style show celebrates the cultural contributions and connections of the Filipino diaspora in the Cayman Islands. From the inspiring interviews to entertaining features, every episode brings warmth, pride, and diverse mix of topics straight to your screen. And there is lots more opportunities. If I had, like I said, my idea book, there's several youth programs. We need a Money Matters program. We need sports. Anybody who wants to sponsor sports, reach out to me. There are host a sports show. There's so much more. All right, so get on board. Buenos dias, Miss Alba. Miss Lucille says, I'm so sorry, my girl. I cannot support you on that one, babes. My mouth is too big. Well, you can do a show from the UK if you want. Yes, sir. Marshall says some people are on here talking about they want more Caymanians or Cayman only show, but Caymanians are not coming forward and presenting what they have or can do. I'm just saying. He says, he goes on to say Caymanians not doing it and don't want any other nationality to do it. Go figure. Morning, Charm. Sending Zeus a little bit of love. Akil says Zeus is today's SME. What does SME stand for? SME. Magdalene says, and she's done a great job when she sat in for you, speaking about young Elizabeth there. Yeah, she's just really shy, and I don't know why. I think she would do great with another daily talk show. But, you know, like I said, you can't push people too much. Everybody has their comfort zone. And maybe she starts out with the art show, and then she finds her vibe, she finds her voice, she finds her groove, and she might end up doing something else. Gabby says, why doesn't she do the After Dark show? I don't know, boy. That husband of hers, he might be like, you gonna be giving who relationship advice? Lisa says, good morning, sincere thanks to you, Sandra. Oh, SME stands for, hold on, subject matter expert. Oh, there you go. There you go. Good morning, Miss Beverly. How are you? Need to do Caymanian story time. So for the youth show, the younger ones, part of the foundation of that show is to get Caymanians to read their favorite childhood books to young people. And that's going to be like on Saturday. So yes, there's tons of opportunities. Religion. I am reaching out to the churches to see if they would like to broadcast their Sunday or Saturday Adventist services. So if you're interested, reach out. It's so simple. I've reached out to some of the churches and I'm still chasing people, but you can always reach out to me as well. So Phineas says, oh, he's so well behaved. That's because nobody's at the door, girl. He's well behaved when it's just me and him, for sure. Daphne says, what a cute doggy. He is so cute. Island Pearl says, what I want is insurance for my pets because their vet bills is killing me. Oh, Lord. It can be expensive now. Leanna has another show idea, open mic for young new artists. We are reaching out to the National Gallery and the Cultural Foundation because we think that there's space for them. We've already reached out to the Alex Panton Foundation about them being able to do a show. You know, they're going to get back to us. They have to discuss it with their board. We'd love for them to come on board. So you guys have no clue what is actually happening behind the background. I'm behind the scenes. I'll be giving you a little snippet. But there is a lot of stuff that is happening. So, you know, it's easy to criticize, as we all do. But unless you're going to be part of CMR Community TV, then maybe you just relax yourself. I wish I could do the gardening section of my orchids, but I'm super busy. You know, this seems to be the thing. Yes. Okay. All right. So let me see here. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Good morning, inspiring. What about a show to teach Spanish? Again, step up. It can't be me teaching it, honey chill. But step up to the plate if you guys want to listen. This is the bottom line. Ideas are a dime a dozen. Everybody has an idea, like everybody has a you know what. Okay, body parts, whatever part, arm, leg, whatever. Well, not everybody has an arm and leg, but you know what I mean. So yes, ideas are fantastic. Love it. There's so much, especially on a Saturday. What do your kids have to do? Remember way back when we were kids? Saturday TV, because that's the time that we actually got to watch TV. You know, you got up, you had your little breakfast, you could sit down and watch educational programs, watch your little Sunday morning cartoons and stuff like that. We need to bring those things back to Cayman for our children and doing it with a local flavor. That is what is going to be the most amazing. So sign language on Saturday mornings for kids. Elizabeth's art show to air on Saturday mornings. You know, these are the things that your children are going to love getting up. Oh, mommy, CMR TV is on streaming online right now. Can I please go and have a look and see what she has going on? Yes. So you know anybody who wants to teach Spanish? Come on through, honey child. Honey child. I would love to have that opportunity. Yes, ma'am. You need to walk Zeus. Come and say hi to everybody, Missy. What are you doing with these skating roller shoes in my house again?
Mom, they're not dangerous.
They're not dangerous, really? Say hi. Say good morning.
Good morning.
You gotta speak up, mama.
Good morning.
Don't be shy. Say how are you?
How are you?
And you were actually interested in doing a little show, right? But we have to get Daddy's permission because Daddy has to say yes.
He already said yes, I think.
Not so sure. So what kind of show do you want to do?
A reading show?
A reading show where you and your friend sits down and read books, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, Mama. Thank you so much.
Mm.
And Gigi decided to pull out this hair, and it looks like a big mop hair today. But
Don't be rude.
I mustn't be rude. Anyway, all right, take Zeus out then if he has to go walking.
With my roller skate.
Just be careful. Don't drop him now. As a matter of fact, put him on the ground so he can walk. Oh, Lord. With these roller skates. Yeah, make him walk. Good job. All right, Zeus, go for your walk. So yes, we would love to do lots of shows. So if Daddy gives her permission, she can do a little reading show with her friends. Irvin says, but then again, I'm an expat. I might get cursed out. Oh, Lord have mercy. Amy says the way he just watches you while you speak. I know he's my person. Like when we first looked at him, the young lady brought him and we were deciding if we were ready for another dog. Cause you know, we lost our Coco so tragically. It takes you a minute to get over. You never get over it, but it takes you a minute to work through your emotions. And he just attached to me in a way, like in the house, if I'm here, he's like, forget everybody else. This is my mama. He's going to sit with me on the sofa while I watch TV. If I'm napping, he's going to be napping. And he's just like, if I'm around, he's not going to play with Marlon. And then Marlon gets upset in his feelings. He's like, oh, you forget all about me. Oh, Lord. Yes. All right, so all right, let me just continue here. All right, thank you, Rennie. Rennie says this is a perfect opportunity for Caymanians to show their beautiful islands, from beaches, places to visit, cultural. Yes, and the other thing is I want to do a travel show. You know, but there's only so many things that I personally can commit to. So I've got tons of ideas, but let me tell you, there's only 24 hours in my day as well. So I can't do everything. And this is where I need you all, quite frankly, to step up to the plate. So I'm trying to think what other shows are on my list. Oh my gosh, I've got so many. It's amazing. Parenting advice. Oh, Dr. Carlos. Remember Dr. Carlos from last week, Friday? I'm actually talking to him a little bit later on today as well. And we're going to be talking about what sort of synergies we can get going with him doing a show. So it's a lot of meeting with people, putting moving parts together, having the website built out. So I've had the technical team do that. And then servers have to be sourced. Right now, Marlon is putting together a 32 terabyte, another one, 32 terabyte bay for me so that content can be stored there, because content storage is going to be a really, really big deal. So, you know, that's more money I'm going to have to fork out to CUC, connecting another array of 32 terabyte hard drives and stuff. There's a lot of moving parts there. Jim says to Evelyn, you just have to overlook any haters. And I know that some of you are not meaning to hate, but you don't understand the process. And so your criticism, and that's why I've been inviting people on. That's why I've spent this entire week and next week inviting content creators on, so that you can hear who they are, what their platform is going to be, what they're going to be talking about, so that you guys can get acclimated to it a bit more, so that you can understand just even a nugget of what is involved. Good morning, Cousin Beth. She says, what an amazing idea. Congrats, cuz. Thank you so much. Faith and Hope says, inclusion Cayman. Speaking to a young lady yesterday, and I was talking about, as human beings, I think in some respects, we're the worst animals. We really are that walk the earth. Like, we are just selfish, self-entitled, so many that are lazy and this and that, and lots of bad traits. But we can also have an amazing side, a big heart, help each other, etc., right? But oftentimes in life, we look for the things that separate us as opposed to the things, the many, many things that bring us together. And every single person that walks the face of this earth, regardless of which country you're from or what culture you're from, you have more in common with those people than you think, right? So you can sit down and, oh, you know, Caymanians so different than Jamaicans. Okay, we're different. Some of our culture is different. We've integrated a lot with them. Yes, there are differences, but there's a lot that is similar, that is the same. Even the Filipino community, they're halfway around the world, but you have so much in common. They're brothers and sisters and mothers, and, you know, there's lots of common threads like throughout humanity. And I think that unfortunately it is human nature to look for the things that divide and separate us, as opposed to the numerous things we have in common that can help to bridge the gap and give us common ground of discussions. So, you know, I mean, I just want to encourage people to look for that common ground sometimes. So Island Pearl says, what about Dr. McFeel? His segment is very interesting and informative. We want to show in the history of Cayman and its people. So I've not had an opportunity to follow up with him as yet. Now, I know that Dr. McField is, because of his age, he is used to a particular format of like going into physical studio. That's the other thing with CMR, okay? I want to be clear. We don't have $1 million budget to go build out a Compass TV studio. That doesn't mean that our content is, in fact, it's going to be the opposite. We're going to have much more content. It's going to be very interesting. But what it means is that the content creators themselves have to be responsible for their location, where they're going to be, because not everybody's converging on one site. They have to, you know, do it at their location. It means they need to have a little bit of tech gear. So I know with Dr. McField, he's going to be one of those people that's going to require a bit more of my help than the other content creators, which I'm just giving them the tools, the knowledge and information, and letting them loose. So that means that I need to find time in my schedule to be able to, hold on one second, to be able to then go out and get that done. So that's, I'm thinking logistically as to how we can have Cousin Steve on the program, and who's going to be able to sit down and talk to him and interview him and have those types of discussions. So it's probably going to fall on me, Island Pearl. But yes, I mean, definitely, he's 90 years old and is like a walking encyclopedia. Absolutely amazing. Marjorie says, please do a show called Expose It All and Who Owes Money and Won't Pay. Some of the segments that we do here now in the Cold Hard Truth could really be pulled out and be complete shows of their own. So that's certainly a very, very interesting idea, Miss Marjorie. Bertha, good morning, my darling, says, good morning. I can't wait for CMR TV to begin. I am truly keen on to watch the shows you mentioned, especially health and fitness and cooking, really all of it. Thanks for doing this. Thank you so much as well. And it is, I'm excited. There's a degree of excitement, certainly, that is going to be happening as we roll out this venture. And I'm participating. Carla is doing her fitness show. She came by on Sunday and we recorded a whole half-an-hour segment with her. She had me sweating in the studio. Because yes, I'm here for my content creators. If they need graphics done, they may not realize how much I'm actually helping them, but I said, listen, you need to have a professional logo. One of my content creators didn't have a professional logo. I contacted one of my designers, paid that out of my own pocket, and just got it done because I have the know-how on how to move certain things forward, right? So as much as I possibly can, I do assist my creators and just to push them forward to the next step. Oh, yes, that was Miss Gigi. Thank you. Hey, Daisy, how you doing? Where are you at, Daisy? You still in the UK? You need a reality show, Link Up Everton. I have contact. Who's Everton? Link Up Everton. A reading show for the kids, by the kids, is a great idea. Yes, I want her to do it. But like I said, Dad is very, very private. So we're working on Dad. He has to say yes. He has to give the final okay. Why is she not in school? Miss Ann says, because school is over for her. Wednesday was her last day of school. She's out already. I know. Skating at 9 o'clock. I would still be in bed. Summer is truly here. I know. Well, I must say that she always wakes up early. She's an early riser for sure. Should we pay to conduct the show or is it free? Okay. So inspiring at this particular time, it's free. Next year, we will probably do a small nominal fee per hour just to try to offset some of the costs because this is costing money, right? But I assure you, it's not going to be anything because I want the content creators to start their shows, monetize their shows, get advertisers, they have packages they can sell, all that sort of stuff, and do all of that. And then we'll charge a nominal fee to help with the maintenance of servers and so on. What about when I go on vacation? How will the CMR TV work? Honey, child, it's still going to be going. When I go on vacation, the Cold Hard Truth might be on a bit of a sabbatical, as we've done before. I'm going to take a vacation actually the end of July. We're doing a family vacation in the States. And then my annual couples vacation is going to be in September this year. And I'll be gone for 2 weeks for that one. So we'll take a break from the morning show, but everything else will be going. The content creators understand that they have to provide the content in advance of airtime so that we can add it to the EPG, add it to the schedule. And again, Marshall, there's lots of moving parts to this. So I have technical people in the background who will be uploading content, even if I'm traveling or if I'm away, they'll be sliding it in, uploading it, and all of that amazing stuff. Miss Lucia says, whenever you start that midnight show, I will be in. I won't miss it. Make sure you put the lock on Gigi's door tight. Lord have mercy. What kind of midnight show y'all looking for? OMG. That sounds scandalous, girl. Now, Miss Lucille's a senior and she's still looking for scandal. Listen, I would love, I'm taking my little massage suction off my knee now. I would love, this is actually really helping my knee. Why didn't I think about this before? Whew, honey child. I got a big welt on my knee, a big circle, but if it helps, who cares? All right, so yes, I mean, listen, I think that there is space for an adult show. Adult meaning, you know, you guys talk about relationship stuff and whatever. Who's going to do it? Well, it ain't going to be me. So I don't know. If you want to do an adult evening show again, reach out to me. You know, I think it's a fantastic idea. And quite frankly, you know, I think it would be one of the hits. I think a lot of these shows are going to be amazing hits. So yeah, y'all want to do a show like that? Please do. All right. Let me see here now. Good morning, Miss Betty. Debbie says, Sandy, it's funny because the dogs in my neighborhood only understand Thai, so I have to learn the language for people and dogs. Isn't that interesting? Can someone tell us of a hotel in Tampa close to shopping? Well, there's lots of hotels. I guess it depends on which mall. Thank you so much. Jim, yep, it's called Pep Talk with Sugar, Spice, and Supremo. Strong Wilt says, hey, Sandy, what about Miss Brenda? She should do a show. Listen, I got a whole list of people the other day. Somebody's like, we need Miss Brenda to do a show. We need Denny to do a show. We need, who else did they? I've reached out to Charles Clifford. I've reached out to Woody DaCosta. You guys don't know how many people I have reached out to say, hey, you want to do a show? Woody, we need a Woody reboot. If you guys know Woody, message him and say, Woody, we need you back. Come on CMR TV. Everton is the guy in the reality series. Oh, it'd be funny if we could do a reality show, but that's a bit much. Here, Marshall. Okay, that's too much vacation time. Just do the trip to the US. Oh my God. The after hours show will end up being the #1 show on CMR TV, says Jim. Honey child, we already know. There's so much foolishness going on in these streets. I would not doubt it. Did you guys see the video the other day of the Jamaican guy who was talking about how his wife has been cheating on him? You know? And it's a whole thing where he was like sending her a ticket. She claimed she wanted to come. And, you know, yeah, we could have him on the Underdark show, people like him. And then she was like, oh, she was going to delay the trip. And then all of a sudden, he's walking somewhere in Cayman and he runs into his own wife who was supposed to be in Jamaica. And he's like, what are you doing here? He paid for a ticket, paid for the visa, but she claimed that she wasn't coming until a little bit later. And then she shows up with some other man on the beach or something. He saw her. I was just like, what the heck? OMG. Wow. No, sir. That is some serious hot mess of a situation. Child, they're going to need marital counseling. If he wants that to work, but once a cheater, always a cheater. So I don't know, boy. Yikes. Okay, let me see here. Okay, so you want a show? Let's do it. Marshall says there should be a sus show, just pure mix up. That's the midnight show, honey child. That is the one. That's going to be quite interesting, I do believe. But we need a host, and we need people who love sus. That's the same one, Strong Will. What about Jerry Springer? That's the night show that we're talking about. Island Pearl says Cheaters Exposed is a good content idea. Will put a lot of people to shame. Oh, Lord. God of Egypt, good morning, good morning, good morning. This person says, oh, sorry. Sandy, if you had to depend on Caymanians only for CMR TV, you would fail. Typical example is Denny. So much to say every day, but no contribution to CMR TV. Bye, Felicia. Worst part is he could contribute a lot because he's educated. Yikes. But you know, I'm not forcing anybody. I mean, educated but busy, I guess. I don't know. So listen, everybody has a choice. And no one, listen, being part of CMR TV is going to be fun and exciting. And you have to love what you do. To sit in front of y'all every single day, take it from me, and read some of your ridiculous comments. And we love each other. We hate each other. There's this and that. There's back and forth. Sometimes y'all start fighting in the comment section. And I have to be like your mama, taking out my whip and saying, all right, now cut it out, kids. That's enough. You have to love it. Because if you don't love it, it would really stress you out. Y'all would have some serious anxiety and depression and all kind of stuff. You see, y'all don't be getting under my skin like that because I do enjoy what I do. And you know what happens when I have to tell y'all about your backside? I simply wait until 9:30, then I tell you all off, and then we keep it moving. Someone said yesterday, how do you handle the stress? And I'm like, I don't take it on. If you don't take it on, then you ain't got nothing to really handle. And that's the attitude that you have to come in this with, because child, you could be doing the most beautiful cooking and gardening show. People are always going to be critical of you no matter what. It don't matter. That is just how people are. So you just don't take it on. You do you. And you see, this is the thing about it. If you're real, if you're authentic, people are going to see that. Because you can't, I know I can't, sit here every single day, Monday to Friday, except my little vacation time, and not be your real self. Because if you're not your real self, people can realize exactly you talking BS. It's not going to take them long to figure you out. When you're real, and it is what it is, right? I don't sit here and talk about perfection. I say, you know what? I'm flawed, and so what? So are you, and so is everybody else, and y'all will be just fine. Let's keep it moving. We don't have perfect ideas. We throw something out, we go, maybe that wasn't such a good idea after all. And we say, all right, let's rethink that. Oh, Jim says the after dark show should be called Knock Knock, Who's There? You're so salacious. Gabby says that's why I can't do a show, because I tell people off and forget about the whole darn thing. You got to stick with it. Cheaters Exposed, says Shamika. She's loving the idea. I could be one of the investigators who follows the cheating lover around. Oh, my God. Oh, you'd be so busy, girl. That's a full-time job. You know what show I like? Have you guys seen the ones where people set up their significant other? Like in a somebody says we need the Pop the Balloon show. Yeah, but have you guys seen the one where they set their significant other, like they put them in a room with their BFF, have hidden cameras, and then the BFF tries to make a move on them to see how they react? And honey child, some of them be like, oh yeah, let's go to my place and Netflix and chill right now. And then your girlfriend walks in like, Netflix and chill with who? Oh my God, those are some I be watching them like, oh, nail biting. Is he gonna fall for this trap? And most of the time they fall for it, child. They be so ridiculous. All right, let me see here now, folks. All right, good. All right, folks. Beautiful. Elizabeth, I got something to send you that is going to make you chuckle, because this is so funny. All right, I'm not going into overtime today because I've got a very busy day. Like I said, I'm meeting with content creators today. I've got 2 meetings. And, stick a pin. Guess who? We got gift certificates. I need to give away some gift certificates. All right, question. Guess who is shooting a pilot and will hopefully be on the show? You guys have to guess. Gift certificate up for grabs if you can guess who this is. 936-2626. Let's give away something, honey child. They're shooting a pilot episode and they are seriously contemplating coming on the program. They're going to be on CMR TV. I'm so excited about this one. Who do you think it is? 936-2626. I'm going to throw in a little something extra for you in addition to the gift certificate.
Turn it off.
Good morning.
Morning.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
All right. So the question is, who do you think is coming? They're shooting a pilot episode and they are going to be coming hopefully on CMR TV. It's a woman. I'm going to narrow it down for you.
No, I don't know.
You know, got that one? All right. Let's take another caller. Good morning, caller.
Steve McField.
No, it's a woman. All right. Callers. Somebody said Miss Mary. Nope, not her. Kenneth. I got a bug in my throat. Kenneth was actually invited to do a show, but he don't want to do it. He's saying it's too much work for him. I'm like, okay. Another came on in. Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning. Is it Leonie Tibbet?
No, she's already got a show. She's already coming on. Good guess, though, but not her. Good morning, caller. Hello. Oh. All right. Who? Come on, folks. Boy, this one is stumping y'all. Oh, somebody just guessed it on WhatsApp. But you have to call in. So somebody did. Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning. Is it
morning.
Isabella E-Bikes?
No. Oh, no. But some good guesses. Good morning, caller.
Is it the Honorable Miss Mary?
No, it's not Miss Mary, although I want her to do something. It is not her. Somebody said Lavelle Marriott. El Ray, go sit in the back of the classroom right now. No, good guesses. It's definitely not Lavelle Marriott. Oh, my God. Good morning, caller.
Hey, good morning. Is it Miss Mary?
Nope, not Miss Mary. Shamika is wondering if it's Debbie from Thailand. She could be part of her travel show. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. Is it Miss Romelia?
Miss who, sorry?
Romelia?
Romelia? Nope, not Miss Romelia. Y'all have some good ideas, but you're not hitting it. Let's see if this caller can get it. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Miss Dukaran.
Yes! Ding, 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 ding. Marla Dukaran. The Marla Dukaran. OMG. Is that not amazing?
Very amazing.
That would be, and she might be getting other people that she knows to come on. Listen, CMR TV is going to be fire. Okay? I'm just telling y'all, it is going to be lit. So you're not in Cayman, so you can't really use a Popeyes gift certificate. I know, boy, that Popeyes chicken be good. Y'all have that in the UK? Do y'all have Popeyes over there?
No, I don't see it.
No, what a hot mess. So what I'm gonna do for you, honey child, is I'm gonna send you a little cash prize. You still have access to your CNB account, your local accounts?
Yes, darling.
All right, you send me your bank account number, and I'm gonna send you a little cash prize, and you can spend that in the UK.
All right, sweetheart. I appreciate it so much.
Yes, and congratulations Very good. You're welcome. See that? That's one of our Caymanians abroad. She listens every single morning. Island Pearl says you need to give her a prize for class as well. Perfect attendance, being on time, hint, hint, auntie me. Oh, Miss Debbie. Hey, Debbie, you want to do a show? DJ Yo-Yo has his own show. Yo-Yo, when are you coming on to introduce yourself and your show content? Y'all need to get it together now. He says that Jerry Springer Sus type of show, that would be the absolute end of the end. Boy, when that came out, America wasn't ready, but they sure got ready. We have a winner already.
Oh, who was it?
Marla Dukaran.
Okay, thanks.
You're most welcome. So yes, let me just see here now. Okay. Everybody's looking good. All right. Me, Akil, Shanti, and Dulce, perfect attendance. Gisela Brown. Who else wants to do a show? All right. Very good. Yes. We're going to do a travel show. All right. Let me see here now. All right. Well, that's all she wrote, honey child. Just going through my messages. All right. I'm actually about to send you the entire concept of the show. I've been busy doing my homework. All right, bring it on. I've been waiting. Excellent. Okay, so that's it. I got work to do. I got to get with my content creators. Like I said, we're going to link up a few meetings today. And yeah, it's amazing. I'm excited. You want to do a show? Call me. Link up. All right, folks. See you on Tuesday. Monday's a holiday. Be safe this weekend, folks. We don't need any tragedy in the roadways. Please take your time. No drinking and driving. And we'll be back on Tuesday morning with some amazing prizes from Health City because they're going to be taking their little summer break in the month of July. And then they're back, I think, in August. And then we will continue meeting and rolling out all the different hosts. All right, let's get it.
Cayman Marl Road started with a mission to inform, engage, and empower the people of the Cayman Islands. From humble beginnings to becoming Cayman's #1 social media platform. From community conversations to hosting the #1 talk show in the country. This has been your journey just as much as ours. And now, we're going bigger and better for 2025. Just in time for our 8th anniversary, we're proud to launch CMR TV, our very own digital streaming network. But what's a platform without powerful voices, bold ideas, and Caymanian creativity? That's where you come in. Have a show idea you've been sitting on for far too long? A unique voice just waiting to be heard? Now's the time. Join the CMR community team and become a part of our next chapter in media. Email sales at caymanmarlroad.com or WhatsApp at 345-324-1612 today. Because this isn't just media. This is a movement, and it's only just beginning. CMR TV, the voice of the people, soon streaming.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Cold Hard Truth on Bobo 89.1 FM. Cayman's #1 talk show is live weekdays from 7:30 a.m. Never miss an episode again. Watch anytime on CMR's Facebook and YouTube channels for the latest show episodes. Don't forget to follow us online on our social media channels. And visit CaymanMarlRoad.com for all the latest news and community happenings.